Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Thanksgiving special, as we're calling it here. Eric and I are here, but Jason is in sunny Miami, where you have some breaking news, Jason.
Yeah, it's regarding Ruben Patterson, but it's probably not what you guys all want to hear. It's not a trade. But the Blazers are suspending Ruben Patterson for 2 games, retroactive to last night's game. And then they will continue to put him on the inactive list. This is a sticky situation as to far as why they're suspending him now. I'm getting some sources telling me that the league has stepped in and put some pressure on the Blazers because they don't want teams using the inactive list as a form of punishment. They feel like the union can come back and kind of, use that against them. So what the Blazers did, they looked at the situation and to met out some punishment, they looked at past cases that they've had to deal with, and they looked at Darius Miles cussing out Maurice Cheeks and also Bonzi Wells when he had an on-the-court incident with Maurice Cheeks. Both of those were for 2 games suspension, so they went ahead and suspended Ruben for 2 games. Ruben stands to lose $115,512.73 from this. Ruben says he will fight this. Ruben is irate. He feels that this whole incident is being misconstrued. He says he did not cuss out Nate. He used swear words in telling Nate that I do not want to go back in the game. I'm not playing in this game anymore. We're referring to Sunday's game against the Knicks, where it got especially heated. And I didn't learn this because I was shielded to this part of it. Of the incident, but assistant coach Monty Williams stepped in and had some words to Patterson, and that really set Ruben off, and that's when Ruben really began swearing, really became demonstrative, but that was not directed at Nate. I saw him talking to Nate, and he was like, Nate, don't effing put me in. I'm not going back in. I'm done with this. I'm done. So Ruben feels like he is being his actions are being grouped into more egregious actions by Darius last year with Maurice Cheeks and Bonzi, the incident in Dallas a couple years ago. Incidentally, Ruben is contesting that Darius Miles, that the Blazers last year didn't take a cent from Darius. I asked him, how do you know this? And he said, believe me, I know this. They did not take a cent from him. John Nash absolutely, steadfastly said that is not true, that they did fine Darius, they did collect the money. So that's another bit to this. John Nash said that he has not made any progress on the trade front with Ruben. He's making phone calls. He expects to make more phone calls when he's in New York tonight. He's going to be scouting there all weekend. Kevin Pritchard is on the phone making phone calls. But really what they're hoping for is that his agent, Dan Fagan, comes through and can kind of engineer a trade with some kind of team. That's Fagan right there.
Do you want to answer that? We'll put you on hold.
Okay.
Or do you want me to call you back in about 5 minutes? Because there's plenty of things that Eric and I can talk to you. How long do you need?
I don't know. Just a second. Hello, this is Jason. Hey, Dan, I appreciate it.
Okay, so he's gone.
We'll call him back.
We'll call him back. So, breaking news, as they say. And now you know how Jason operates. He sits in a hotel room and the agents call him and people he calls Nash and all that sort of stuff. So you're getting inside stuff. Eric, your reaction. You are flabbergasted.
I'm just interested that I thought it was a pretty creative use of the inactive list, and perhaps they didn't think about that when they implemented, the opportunity for teams to change that an hour before tip-off and keep players on there indefinitely if they want to. I thought it was a creative use of it. Sounds like the league and or maybe the Players Association doesn't like it so well. It's interesting that the Players Association might be lobbying to have their player fined or its player fined, which would be kind of just reverse logic. But in any case, they probably want to get their guy. They don't want the inactive list used in that way.
No. Well, the league once again has found something that the Trailblazers are doing not to their liking. It's a fairly creative way, as you pointed out, of using that. question now will be, and we've got lots of questions about this one point, does Ruben Patterson ever play for the Trailblazers again? I would have thought after today, if there was any final nail in a coffin, this was it.
Yeah, although I'm never going to say never with these guys because, you know, Ruben Patterson one day he hates everybody, the next day everything's fine. I'm not sure if the team's going to accept him back, but I think Patterson will get over this. He seems to every time he has a blow-up. What I think is interesting is that his agent is, you know, being asked to perhaps engineer a trade, and I wonder what engineer a trade means. Does that mean Patterson will waive the last year of his player option in his contract? Does that mean Patterson will give up some of the kicker money that he can give up?
Spell, if you can, spell that out for us, the options that as you understand it at the moment.
I don't understand the kicker option quite as well as I probably should to talk about it. As far as the player option goes, it's Ruben Patterson's option for next year. So, and he's got a pretty sizable contract for the kind of production that you're getting from that guy, and a lot of teams obviously don't want to pay. I don't know what is that, $7 million next year. I don't think a lot of teams are going to want to take that on. If he wants to leave, he might need to give that last year up.
And renegotiate a different contract.
Exactly.
Depends. Well, it's going to test his resolve, just how badly he wants to be away.
That's the point. It's been. I mean, this question has been asked of him for several years. Will you waive your kicker to get traded because you want out so bad? I mean, he railed on the team a couple years ago on media day, saying, "I want out. This isn't going to work." And he was really demonstrative about it. And then when somebody said, well, what about waiving the kicker? Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do that. So maybe he wants out more than he did 2 years ago, but he's played this card before and hasn't been willing to give up that much.